This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank, at home in Iowa, at work for you.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk. The UNI football team on the road for their MVC opener as the Panthers were in Ohio taking on Youngstown State, joined with UNI head football coach Mark Farley. Coach, the Panthers have won 11 straight games going into Saturday's game, but with Youngstown State, it is always a tough battle.
Well, it's always been a battle and always comes down to the last few minutes of a football game, as it did yesterday. And
yesterday's battle getting off to a really fast start. Youngstown State scoring on their opening drive, but then for your Panther offense to come back and score on their opening drive, how key was that?
I thought our offense did very well. Again, a nice drive to open up the football game. They've got a very good offense as well, so I thought our offense countered back well.
It was finished with a 32-yard touchdown pass to Terrell Sinkfield, and Cole Morgan's got that offense rolling pretty smooth, and that opening drive was a good case.
It was. I think Sawyer played well. I thought our offense played well overall. David ran well, which means your offensive line play was good, and I thought the receivers did a nice job.
Youngstown State went up 14 points after it was tied 7-7, but then that Panther football team really got things going. The defense came up with a stop and gave the offense the ball right before halftime, and you were able to get that score within 7 right before half.
Yeah, and that was big because we were 21-7. We had given up some plays, but we just played our game. That was the key when you're playing on the road. Just play your game. You're gonna sustain some highs and lows when you're on the road, but you just have to stay in your game, and we did that, and that's when the offense scored.
The defense able to come up with a 3-and-out right before setting up that score before halftime. A good stand by the defense.
Well, it was, because like I said, we'd given up some plays, and you can't give up the big play when you're on the road. And at that particular time, the defense did a nice job. But again, you give more opportunities for the offense. You get Sawyer the ball more times, the more opportunities you have to score.
At halftime in the locker room, did you feel a little bit better down just 7 as opposed to that 14-point deficit you were looking at late in the second quarter?
No, in this particular game, it was more when you're in these games, you just kind of you're playing your game. You're going to stick to your game plan. You're going to stick to the things that you do. And again, the more stable you are, the more consistent you are, the more opportunities and better chance you can have to win.
That touchdown right before half seemed to kind of start some momentum because right out of the gates to start the third quarter, a big kickoff return by Carlos Anderson set the offense up right at midfield.
I thought Carlos was exceptional yesterday. 179 yards on kickoff returns. I mean, that's better than anybody on the team as far as production, and that's just on return. So. He really was a great leader yesterday and got us started just because of field position.
And then after that kickoff return, the offense inspired second play from scrimmage, 48-yard touchdown play.
Yeah, it was, like I said, we were clicking at that time. We had them on the ropes, and we were moving the ball. Even that play and the next few series, we had control of the football game.
David Johnson got into the end zone as the Panthers got that score right at the start of the third quarter, and the defense played well that next drive to get the ball right back for the offense.
Yeah, there was a series there that defense was playing very well, offense was playing well, and like I said, I thought we had a good tempo, a good beat on the game up until that last 6 or 7 minutes.
The Panther defense able to come up with a stop on fourth down. Tim Clark had a sack in that drive. The defense that third quarter really did a tough job on Youngstown State.
Yeah, they did. And like I said, that was a senior dominant offense, a very good offense. They'll put up a lot of points this year. But you know, we were playing well at that time.
Led to another David Johnson touchdown, this time his first one rushing, ended up with 4 touchdowns on the game, and David Johnson's been so solid and steady this whole season.
Well, his consistency has been good, but you look at David, you also look at what's the offensive line. I think the offensive line is getting better week to week.
And our guys shuffling around on that offensive line, seems like there's about 6, maybe even 7 guys that are going in there and everybody's doing their job.
Well, there's probably 6 of them that are rolling through there, and they're doing a very good job right now. So, you know, our tight end's starting to play well, and David, we're just getting more in sync with the players.
Youngstown State would tie the score at 28 points, and going into the fourth quarter, what a slugfest that ended up being.
Yeah, it was just back and forth all night long for the most part, and it was 2 good teams battling it out.
Looking at the final drive of the game, Coach, the Panther offense down 7, needed a score. They were driving as they've done a few times this year. Couldn't quite punch it in the end zone, but just needed maybe 1 or 2 more plays. It's good to see that offense, though, able to make that late game drive.
Oh yeah, we've done that before, and had a couple fourth down conversions on that particular drive, and tough throws, tough catches, made the plays, and came down to that last play.
The Panthers fall to Youngstown State in the conference opener, host the defending national champs North Dakota State this coming Saturday. It's also Hall of Fame weekend. As coach, you'll go into the UNI Athletics Hall of Fame as a player, playing linebacker from '82 to '86. It'll be quite an honor, I'm sure, for you to go into the UNI Hall of Fame.
Well, it's a great honor to be associated with this university, and that's one of those key moments.
Panther alum, UNI football head coach Mark Farley, as the Panthers, a big test come next Saturday. We'll have more Panther Sports Talk coming up right after this.